What victory and defeat both teach us. Everyone wants to win. We chase it, measure ourselves by it, let it decide our worth. We're told victory means we're right and loss means we were not enough. But tonight, the tavern didn't come to celebrate a champion. Alex swiped the bar earlier and said, "Looks like we've landed in Buenos Aires tonight." I nodded, because this city understands something most of us forget. "Welcome to the tavern, my friend. Sit with me for a moment. Tonight isn't about winning. It's about what winning and losing actually teach us, if we're willing to listen." Buenos Aires hums with intensity. Music spills out of doorways. Arguments sound like passion. Even joy carries an edge. This is a city that understands competition in dance, in sport, in life. He came into the tavern carrying the weight of defeat. You can always tell. Winners arrive loud, losers arrive thoughtful. He sat across from me and stared into his cup like it had betrayed him. "I should have won," he said. Not angrily, just exhausted. He told me about the effort, the preparation, the sacrifices, and how losing made it all feel pointless. "I don't know who I am if I'm not the one who succeeds," he admitted. I didn't rush to comfort him. Winning teaches confidence, but losing teaches honesty, and honesty is harder to face. I paused a moment and I really looked at him. "My friend," I said gently, "what did you want from winning?" He frowned. "Proof," he said, "that I mattered." The tavern stayed quiet. "That's a dangerous reason to chase victory," I replied, "because winning can give you applause, but it can't give you identity." He shifted in his seat. "So what's the point of trying?" he asked. I leaned in. "The point isn't to win," I said. "It's to become someone who can lose and still stand." You see, loss strips away illusions. It shows you where ego lived, where shortcuts tempted you, where fear disguised itself as ambition. He spoke of envy, about comparing himself to others, about how winning felt like oxygen and losing felt like suffocation. "That's because you were breathing through results," I told him, "not purpose." In Buenos Aires, dancers practice long after the crowds are gone, not for trophies, but for mastery. Loss teaches humility, I continued. It shows you the work that still needs doing, the patience you haven't learned yet, the strength you haven't built. He looked up slowly. "And winning?" he asked. I smiled faintly. "Winning teaches gratitude, if you don't let it teach arrogance instead." He stayed longer than most. When he finally stood, something in him had shifted. "I think I was afraid losing meant I failed," he said. I shook my head. "No," I replied. Losing means you're still in the story. Winning closes chapters. Loss invites reflection. Both are teachers, but only if you stop letting either one define your worth. Outside Buenos Aires moved to its own rhythm, music, laughter, tension, release. No scoreboards, no final judgment, just life continuing. He nodded once before leaving, not to me, but to the lesson. I wiped the counter and looked around the tavern. Winning isn't everything, and losing isn't the end. Victory shows you what's possible. Defeat shows you what's necessary. And the person you become between the two matters far more than the outcome. If this story spoke to you, especially if you're carrying a loss tonight, rest here a moment. Like the video, subscribe for another seat by the fire. The tavern moves when it's needed. Tonight it was Buenos Aires. It reminded us that the truest of victories are rarely loud. Hi all, thank you for making it to the end of yet another video. Your presence here is always appreciated. Tonight, the reflection I'm having for you tonight is about winning and losing. Yeah, some people train their whole lives for events, and I've known a fair few of them during the course of my time on this planet. And it's tough on them, but they are laser focused toward their goals. And the resilience they have to keep going is something that I find deeply admirable. So if you are, or if you know someone like this in your life who is laser focused at training on something for victory, remind them, or maybe remind yourself, that yeah, victory is awesome, but sometimes defeats come too. Don't take them too hard. Yes, English is a wonderful language. Don't take them too hard. Don't take them to heart, even though my words in this manner are probably falling on deafer ears. It is easier said than done to not take them to heart, especially when you have trained the majority of your life to succeed at this or be the best ever at that. Just know that you are respected for who you are, for what you do, and it takes quite a bit of fortitude to keep at it. Struggle after struggle after struggle. I believe in you though. I truly do. And although you cannot see me cheering from here, well, from where you're at, I'm cheering you on. I think you're doing awesome. And if you're not obsessed like that, or laser focused, I should say, obsessed is a bad one. If you're not laser focused on the next medal or the next trophy, and you're just enjoying the game, kudos to you too, because that's what it's all about, with life anyway. We are enjoying the game. We are enjoying the time we are here. My blessings to you, my friends. The tavern doors will always stay open, just for you. Come in, sit by the fire, and have a drink. Maybe we'll play a song or two. Well, maybe I'll find a bard that can play a song, because I have two left hands when it comes to music. But we can find somebody, I'm pretty sure of it. Take care of yourselves out there, and be well.